human beings, there are a lot of things that shape us and mold us into what we are and who we become. And I think there are a list of these things that contribute to who we are. There is the environment, peer group, family, and friends. And I think one of the important things is upbringing, and that has to be right. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Rahma Mustafa Ghani, and I welcome you to the show Deen and Dunya. This is a program where we talk about the issues that we see around, issues that people around us, our imams, our parents, and even the youth don't find it comfortable to talk about them, maybe because they feel shy or it's a taboo to talk about them. So we'd like to bring these issues onto the table and try to find solutions and address them. Today, we have for you the topic upbringing, and I have with me Imam Musa Dawood. He is the National Coordinator, Islamic Family Foundation. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
And I have my co-host, Abdul Rashid. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
So, now, if we hear the topic upbringing, I feel a lot of things comes to mind. But one of the important things that molds us into who we become is parenting. So I have come across like different parenting styles. For example, a parent would say, well, I am the boss in this house, I make the rules, so you don't have any choice, follow it. Okay. Another parent would say, my dear, I am doing all these things out of love, it's because I love you, so please, I would like to guide you. Okay. Another parent would say, well, I'm going to raise my kids just the way I was taught, because these type of parents do not even know better. So they will be like, okay, I was taught this, and then I'm going to pass it to my children, and then the generation continues like that. Yeah. So, but I've talked with a lot of kids, and they'll be like, Mom doesn't listen to me. Dad doesn't understand me. And I believe that some of these kids do not even get corrected by just scolding. I feel that they need some type of parents that would like to sit them down, talk to them, understand them, have friendly discussions. So I don't know, it's confusing how these things affect how a person actually turns out to be.
Okay. You have just asked me a youthful question. You know, the beautiful thing about youth is that today's parents was once a youth. That is the beautiful thing about it. So it gives the parents a little bit of advantage over the youth. And there's always this fear on the side of the parents. The pitfall, their own pitfall, they want the child to avoid it.
They don't want them to make the same mistake.
Yeah. And that is where most parents becomes agitated or overdo it.
Become overprotective.
Now, because we are Muslims, we are very fortunate. We have the 3 levels of parenting. Let us look at Prophet Adam. Alayhi salatu wasalam, the first prophet, the first humankind on earth, and Nana Awa, the second human being on earth, and the first family with their children. Now tell me, what led to the Kabila killing Habila? It's jealous, envy. One brother killing the other. Why? Because of envy, just because of who to marry. But how do you expect Prophet Adam, alayhi salam, to guide these two? He has no previous, that was a marriage a man never had previous experience. That was a marriage where Nana Hawa has no previous experience. Our reference as Muslims is the Quran, number 1. Number 2, they are Rasul. Then number 3, Ulul Amri Minkum. Those that are rightly constituted authority over us. Who is the first authority at home? The parents. Why? Because of the previous experience.
Sure.
Established, right? Now, are we together?
I'm getting it.
Now, that is why, you see, the Muslims are fortunate. We are fortunate for the fact that we are not just imagining things.
Okay.
We have
Facts.
we have facts
Facts already laid down.
already laid down by the prophets. Now, let's alayhi salatu wasalam. Now that is for Prophet Adam.
No.
Let's go to the next foundation of the earth, Prophet Ibrahim. Alayhi salam. All of us know about Ishmael.
Yeah.
Ishmael is the son of the second wife.
Okay.
The first wife had a son after the second wife had had a son. Now let's look at the challenge. Ishmael
No.
was the one Prophet Ibrahim had a dream on that he sacrificed, not slaughter. The word is sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
You know,
Yeah.
sacrifice does not mean slaughtering.
Okay.
Sacrifice means to give what you have. Fi sabilillah. It could be as a gift.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Prophet Ibrahim to sacrifice something, it's not has to do with the idolatry interpretation of
Okay.
sacrifice.
Yeah.
And it is to correct that Allah didn't allow Prophet Ishmael to be slaughtered, because that is idolatry.
Okay. I think that idolatry aspect is what really confuses a lot of
That
people
is where
today.
people think sacrifice is about somebody dying for your life, somebody dying for your... No, nobody died for anybody.
Okay.
That is not sacrifice, that is murder. That is criminal.
Yeah.
You cannot kill a soul for a soul. No, it's not accepted in Islam.
Illa bil haq.
Illa bil
Yes.
haq.
Yeah.
Except, but then an animal could be used as sacrifice because they are under your care.
Yeah.
It's a gift to you from
To
Allah. Why did Allah tested Prophet Ibrahim with that? So, a friend of his slaughtered 1,000 camel in a day just to feed the people. Just to feed the people. And it got to the hearing of Prophet Ibrahim, alayhi salatu wasalam, who doesn't have a child then.
Okay.
And he said, if Allah even give me a child, I can't even sacrifice the child in Allah's cause. That is, I can do jihad.
Yeah.
For
He's
the
not
child.
thinking that I will kill the child.
That was not what was on his
How
mind.
can you,
Yeah.
when you are looking for a child and you now kill the child, what have you gained? That is not the intention.
No.
That I can even, that is, I will dedicate this child to the
Okay,
cause of Allah, just
Allah.
like Miriam did for Jesus Christ, alayhi salam.
Yeah.
When the mother of Miriam was telling Allah that I need a child. If you give me this child, I will dedicate the child to your cause. And Allah gave her Miriam.
Yeah.
And Miriam, Yahya was looking at Miriam and say, I'm looking for a child to dedicate for your cause, and you give me a female child. To them, a female child
At that
doesn't
time
work,
wasn't-
cannot serve Allah. But Allah answered him as if we didn't know what we have given him.
Yeah. A lot
But
of
the same Miriam now gave birth to Jesus Christ, alayhi salam,
Yeah.
who is now a prophet. Is the objective realized?
all these things are being established in Islam, but
Yeah.
you know, nowadays there are frictions between the kids and their
I'm
parents.
coming. That is why there should be no friction.
Exactly.
Look at Ishmael. Now, when that dream came,
No.
that Allah showed that he should sacrifice the child. Because of that, his commitment.
Okay.
How did he approach the child? He called the child. He said, look, I dreamt. You are now communicating with the child. He said, my son. He didn't say, boy, come. I dreamt. No, he didn't order, because you are talking to a 13-year-old boy who knows value of life, who knows the enjoyment of life. And you say you want to kill that one, he will run away.
Yeah.
So he knows he has trained a reasonable child, a child that is not an intoxicant, a child whose mother was married properly, who is not a bastard, a proper child that the mother was married properly, will listen to the parents, will listen.
Yeah.
So he called him. He said, this is my vision. What is your opinion?
No, he didn't.
Imagine. So meaning that once your child is getting to that 13 upward, it should become your friend. It should have become reasonable.
So it's like you
Then
should
now
guide them
converse.
to be able
You
to think
converse
for
Yeah.
themselves.
to toast them,
Okay.
to ask for their opinion. What did you think? And look
Yeah.
at the response of a responsible
Good
child.
child.
He said, my father, do as your creator commanded you. You will find me
The patient.
patient.
Yeah.
Now, tell me how such a father will not be happy
To have that kind
with
of
the child.
Yeah.
Now, look at the connection now. The beautiful thing about obedience, that is obey Allah, obey the Rasul, and obey the rightly constituted authority. Now, Ibrahim alayhi salam is a prophet.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Is also a constituted authority over the child.
In the family itself.
Eh?
Yes.
And he told the son, okay, since you have accepted, he called the wife also.
Okay.
My wife, this is my vision. What is your opinion? Now, this is the second time this type of test is coming to the mother of Ishmael
Okay.
when he left them at the Kaaba.
Yeah.
And he was about to go back.
Go back.
And the wife was asking him, my husband, is it Allah that asked you to put us here?
Yeah.
Out of humility, out of shyness, out of concern, the
Respect for her
Prophet
husband.
Ibrahim could not answer yes. He uses his head to nod to confirm yes. And the wife says, "Toh, if it is Allah, Allah will take care of us."
Yeah.